Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys. Sound right, boys.
All right, what up, you guys? Welcome to the channel. If you are new, don't be. Go ahead and click that subscribe button to be a part of the Witness Gang, to join the Witness Nation. Let's get into this, shall we? Hello, you guys, and welcome to the channel. If you're new, don't be. I'm Whitney. Keep it cute, get the boot. Welcome back, you guys. This platform discusses any and all information that has been made known to the public in any way. I am not a journalist. I am a commentator. The views and opinions expressed in this video and on Whitney D TV's YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect the opinion of Whitney D and Whitney D's YouTube channel. Now, all topics are for entertainment purposes only. Comedy, satire, TV rated mature. Viewers' discretion is highly advised. Our commentary is alleged, but very real. Say it with me now. Very real indeed. All right, you guys. Hello and happy Tuesday to you guys. I've been trying to be consistent. All right, so here we are for another read in regards to Harvey Weinstein. Now, I'm going to give you an update pertaining to his trial. But over the weekend, she said, and I actually brought that to you guys, about a movie that is going to be coming out depicting all the allegations pertaining to Harvey Weinstein. Well, unfortunately, it tanked. Okay, it was poo-poo cheese at the box office. I personally did not go see it, baby. I ain't got time. I ain't even gonna lie to you. And so we're gonna get into all of that and what he said, okay, in regards to she said. But not for nothing, you guys. Welcome, okay? Let's go ahead and get into everything, okay? Welcome to Evidence Over Emotions, Hollywood's leading monster surviving Harvey Weinstein series, brought to you by myself, Whitney D. So welcome. Let me know where you guys are joining in from. Are you watching from Dallas? Are you watching from New York? Okay, you know, we have some Africans, okay, like for real, Uganda, y'all, you know, let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Make sure you keep it cute so you won't get the boot, because you will. Where is it? Over there. You will get the boot. All right. Now, if you'd like to join the greatest show on YouTube, you can do so by visiting the description box, not the chat, okay? Nowadays, since I ain't really been popping, my eyes haven't been popping up in here, okay? Y'all know I'll be very transparent, okay? But not for nothing, it is okay, all right? As long as you guys are watching the playback gang, let me know that you are a part of that by leaving a comment in the chat, okay? Now, if you would like to tip the hostess with the most, you can do so by sending me a cash out at Whitney DTV 87. Okay. Now, if you do not have Cash App, that's okay. 100% of my proceeds go back into my channel, and you can use Cash App, PayPal, or Zelle. The information is located at the bottom of the screen. Okay. Now, if you have a tip for your girl or have some information that you would like for me to look over, you can send it to the Whitney DTV at gmail.com. All right, so let's go ahead and get into everything. Okay, now wait before I do, okay, let me give a shout out to all my brand affiliates first and foremost, okay, Shazazz Creations, all right? Because, baby, I'm already, tis the season. I'm already decking the halls, okay? Here comes Amazon. Here comes Amazon. Yeah. Yes. Okay. This t-shirt is brought to you by way of Shazazz Creations. Okay. Visit the description box for that as well. And although I don't have a full beat on my face, I had Shea Michelle Cosmetics on my face, and it was sangria. Okay. But it's, got back from work and I threw on a shirt, and, and I was just like, let me go on. Okay. So I'm looking a little dust today, but y'all know, don't play with your girl. I'm planning on all next month, for the holidays, just coming to you guys all festive. We're gonna deck the set out like I always do with you guys. Personal though, that's for members only. It's gonna be live as it's going, but after I'm done, it's gonna go to members only. But we're gonna deck the halls here on Whitney DTV like we do every year. Put up our little Christmas decorations. I'm gonna show you guys the crafts and stuff like that. Okay, not for nothing. Shea Michelle Cosmetics, Shazazz Creations, Suja Organics. Okay, I know I'm always sipping on some Suja now. Here lately, it's been more so the immune shots. We've been taking them back because it's just sickness is just going all around, child. And we can't afford to be sick with these holidays coming up. So if you are looking for something, check out Suja Organics. Okay, let me read a little bit in regards to their immune shots. Okay, the shots are crafted with purposeful ingredients to give you a boost of wellness throughout your busy day. Whether you are looking for immunity, digestion, energy, or vitamins, each of the Suja shots are crafted to support you. USDA certified organic, non-GMO, high pressure process, dairy-free, and recycled plastics. And they look like this. So whenever you're going to go look for them, this is how they look right here. And you can see them in Walmart, Kroger's, any Whole Food store. And I don't want to say swear by them, but I live by them. Like, we have a whole case of them in the house now. And anytime anybody's coming down with something, I'll be like, go take one of them immunity shots and get on there on my face, right? So shouts out to them. Crave Dior Boutique, Kate Daniels, designers. I'm excited to be a brand ambassador for her as well, for her Shein collection. I was throwing in a few pieces here and there. I have more to come, as well as make sure I'm not missing any kind of Louis Z Boutique. Shouts out to all my brand affiliates. All of them you can find in the description box upon the end of this video. Whew! All right, you guys. So now that that's out the way, welcome you guys. So we have a fun-filled packed night when it's okay. So we have two topics in which we're going to be discussing. Both of them are kind of lengthy. So I'm going to try my best though to get us in and out of here in under 30, 35, 40 minutes. Okay. So first and foremost, like I said, I'm going to give you guys some update pertaining to the trial. Prosecution has actually rested their case. We're going to talk about all of that, as well as we're going to be talking about She Said, which is the movie depicting the Harvey Weinstein allegations. Okay. So without further ado, I would like to welcome you guys to Evidence Over Emotions, Hollywood's leading monster, surviving Harvey Weinstein series.
More than 60 women have come forward to accuse Weinstein of sexual harassment, assault, and rape.
By the mid-90s, we were aware of what he was alleged of doing.
All right, you guys, welcome back. So we're going to go ahead and get into it, okay? The first article that I'm going to be reading for you guys is Harvey Weinstein New York trial after almost 4 weeks. Hold on. Okay. All right. I don't know why they are talking about the... Okay, I don't know why they're talking about New York. Maybe they got that mixed up. Anyways, Harvey Weinstein New York trial after almost 4 Let me make sure we're in this right here. Okay, yeah. Almost 4 weeks of evidence and 44 witnesses. Here are the main allegations ahead of defense testimony, okay? And it goes on to say Hollywood mogul Harvey Weinstein is on trial in Los Angeles. Ooh. Jamia Peplo, child, your headlines is a little off. We're not in the New York trial, baby. It's the Los Angeles trial, but I digress. Let's continue. While already serving a 23-year sentence in New York, while the LA trial was widely viewed as symbolic, it assumed greater significance after the producer was granted permission to appeal his New York convictions, which I talked to you guys about that. We know that it is being appealed. And that's actually what sparked this whole series, because once this trial is over, we're going to go into his appeal process, which is set to take place February of next year, which also is set to take place is R. Kelly's sentencing. So it's going to be a fun-packed filled February for us all. Both of my babies' birthdays is in February, as well as, like I said, we have Harvey Weinstein's appeal trial going to be underway, as well as R. Kelly sentencing underway. So it's going to be fun packed film. I'm hopefully going to get everything into you guys, depending on dates and stuff like that, child. But let's continue with this, okay? After almost 4 weeks of evidence, no. Yeah. Okay, so after almost 4 weeks of evidence from 44 witnesses, prosecutors in Los Angeles have rested their case in the trial against Harvey Weinstein, who is accused of raping 2 women and sexually assaulting 2 others. Currently, 2 years into a 23-year sentence for previous convictions on rape and sexual assault charges in New York, Weinstein has been held in jail throughout the latest trial. Okay, and the thing in regards to that is that, did y'all hear that? This fool has 23 years and only served 2. 21 years ago. God dang, and he's in his 70s. Good luck with that. All right, good luck with that. The LA trial was widely viewed as symbolic, but it has assumed greater significance in light of the producer being granted permission to appeal against his New York convictions. The 70-year-old is charged with crimes against 4 of the witnesses and who have testified. 3 of the women, a model actress, and a massage therapist, have given evidence anonymously. Filmmaker Jennifer Siebel Newsom, the wife of California Governor Gavin Newsom, has waived her right to anonymity. 4 other women who are not involved with the charges have also told the court that Weinstein sexually assaulted them. Initially facing 11 charges, Weinstein is now facing 7 and has pleaded not guilty to all, with his solicitors saying many of the encounters were consensual. After 4 were dropped when it emerged that an accuser known as Jane Doe number 5, who would not be appearing to testify. The trial is breaking for just over a week around America's Thanksgiving holiday before returning to hear from defense witnesses at the end of November. Here are the main allegations heard during the prosecution. Okay, now this is where it gets spicy, okay? I was kind of hysterical through tears, okay? The first of Weinstein's accusers, a model and actress who was in LA for a film festival at the time. She was allegedly raped by the producer in 2013, told the court he knocked on her hotel room door and she let him in. She said Weinstein forced her to perform oral sex on her hotel bed. Quote, I was kind of hysterical through tears, end quote. She said, quote, I kept saying no, end quote. She said she physically feared Weinstein, who outweighed her by 100 pounds. or more, and considered running or hitting or biting him. She said, but the time Weinstein took her into the bathroom to allegedly grape her, she had stopped physically resisting, though still objected verbally. Quote, I would just freeze, like my body wouldn't listen. End quote. Woman testifies for a second time. Just one woman who gave evidence during the New York trial has testified in LA. The model, who was aspiring to be a screenwriter, had set up a meeting with Weinstein about a script she was working on in 2013. The court heard. She described Weinstein as a, quote, monster, saying he led her into a bathroom, quickly took off his suit and got briefly in the shower, then stepped out and blocked her from leaving. Quote, I was disgusted, end quote, she said. Quote, I had never seen a big guy like that naked, end quote. Okay. She said she backed up against a sink and turned around from him. He then unzipped her dress and groped her with one hand as he masturbated with the other, the court heard. Masseuse tells court she was, quote, terrified during hotel room incident. The massage therapist accusing Weinstein alleges he sexually assaulted her in 2010 when she was 28, after he hired her to go to his hotel room for a treatment. When she was in the bathroom washing her hands following the massage, Weinstein entered, blocked the door, and began masturbating in front of her. She told the court she began to cry as she said, quote, I was terrified, end quote. Weinstein blocked the door and pushed her against a wall and groped her breast before finishing, the court heard. Quote, I was in shock. I felt frozen. I felt paralyzed, end quote, she said. Now, I mean, to be quite frank and honest with you, me, myself, being a product of sexual abuse, you tend to do that. You tend to kind of freeze up, if you will, because it's kind of like a traumatic situation going on, and you don't know what to do. Your flight or fight defense, if you will, it's not operable. If that makes any sense, it's not working. If that makes any further sense. Filmmaker cries as she tells of alleged rape. In an emotional testimony, Ms. Seaboard Newsom, 48, told the court she was 31 when she was allegedly attacked by Weinstein during what she thought was a business meeting to try to build her career in 2005. Spending 2.5 hours on the witness stand, she was in tears as she told the court she found herself unexpectedly alone with the Hollywood mogul in a hotel suite. Asked to describe her feelings after Weinstein allegedly emerged from the bathroom in a robe and began groping her while he masturbated, she said, quote, horror, I'm trembling, I'm like a rock, I'm frigid, this is my worst nightmare, end quote. All right. So, it goes on to say, Miss Siebel Newsom says she told Weinstein that, quote, this was not why I came here, end quote, as she physically tried to back away. The trial resumes with the defense on November 28th. All right, so you guys were able to hear that article in regards to the trial and the proceedings thereof. Those that are just coming in where we left off, where we heard, well, I kind of told y'all that from the jump, that prosecution has rested their case after 44 witnesses. Okay, and they're going to resume after the holidays, but we just heard some of the testimonials from prosecution and where everything stands. Now, what we're about to get into is this movie, She Said. Now, I don't know if you guys are aware of it or familiar of it. I actually told you guys about the movie probably towards the beginning of the series. And I let you guys know that it's a movie coming out that's going to be depicting the allegations on Harvey Weinstein. For those that aren't fully aware of what I'm talking about, here's the trailer, and I'm going to get back with more commentary. All right, you guys, that was the trailer for She Said. And to me, it looked like it's good. And I'm going to be watching it one way or another. But not for nothing, Harvey, okay, sticking the booty behind, had something to say in regards to it supposedly tanking. Okay, and this is reported by Jezebel.com. I know, right? But not for nothing, I saw the headline swarming about the movie tanking, not doing so good at the box office. So we're going to hear more information about that, as well as what Harvey Weinstein had to say about it. And then we're going to wrap this up in a little bow with, she said true story and how accurate it was. And we're going to come through some of the depictions with the real life individuals that were played on film. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into this article by Jezebel. Jezebel. Okay. Harvey Weinstein gloats from his prison cell that she said box office bomb isn't a surprise. So let me go ahead and get into this article. It says somehow, despite being in prison and on trial for abuse for the second time, case in point like R. Kelly, okay? Disgraced producer and convicted rapist, Harvey Weinstein still has opinions on the happenings in Hollywood, more specifically the dismissal box office performance of a certain film about a certain disgraced producer and convicted rapist. On Monday, the Hollywood Reporter reported that She Said, which follows the harrowing real-life story of the New York Times investigation of Weinstein, had one of the worst starts in modern times for a major motion picture, despite overwhelmingly positive reviews released last weekend, November 18th. The film opened for an estimated $2.2 million, despite a 2022 theater span. Now, a spokesperson for Weinstein, who one would think has more important things to do, that commented on the release of She Said, has issued a statement on his behalf. Quote, "The film She Said bombing isn't a surprise," end quote. Judah Engelmayer told Variety, quote, movie watchers want to be entertained, especially now. Details of the investigation, the hashtag #MeToo movement, the story of Weinstein and the accusers has been told over and over again these past 5 years, and it is clear that there was little worth paying to see it here. Harvey, the film producer and distributor, would have known that, end quote. Would he though? Sometimes I fear Weinstein is confused with the Midas of movie land, given he's got a few Oscars under his orange jumpsuit. However, I think it's wise to remind us all that throughout his career, he also held the following: Dougal, superhero movie, Automonton, Transfusion, Who's Your Caddy, Thunderpants, Dirty Dancing, Havana Nights. Need I go on? Hey, while my bad, y'all. And hey, while we're on the topic of things that aren't surprising, let's briefly revisit the Gale requirement to comment on a film that chronicles the whole host of harm and criminal wrongdoings perpetrated by you during the second month of your second ex abuse trial. Oh, fine. I'll say it. For a man, notably without testicles, that's just ballsy. It'll be fun when She Said, a film that, regardless of its lackluster release, has generated Oscar buzz since its trailer hit the internet, takes home an award or two. And all the people who enabled Weinstein for decades applaud as if they didn't. Ooh. That's why I picked this article if you ain't got it by now, okay? But that is what Jezebel had to say in regards to Weinstein and what he had to say, persona to the lackluster in the release of She Said. Like I said, I'm going to do my due diligence when I get the opportunity to watch the movie, even if I have to go to the box office by myself to pay my coins to support the cause, okay? But not for nothing, you guys. As we wrap this up, I wanted to get into this article. Okay, click the wrong thing. I wanted to get into this article, and it just shows the accuracy in regards to the film, okay? And so I wanted to talk more about it, okay? Now, this article comes, it's brought to you by Slate.com, okay? And so we're going to get into the authenticity of the movie, okay? In comparison to the real life individuals and the character. And I wanted to do this because I wanted to see, did they get the characters right? Did they look similar to the actors, our actresses, okay? So join me as we read this article on Slate, which is titled, What's Fact and What's Fiction in She Said, the Harvey Weinstein movie, okay? All right, so these are basically the stars in regards to this production. All right. Now, what I'm gathering, if I'm looking at these people's faces right, this will be her over here, and this will be her right here. I could be wrong. Look, we're gonna get further into it. Okay. Okay. So it tells us right here. Left is Jodi Kantor. Okay, and right here to the right is Megan Twohey, okay? So on the right is Megan. Okay, so this is her, and then this is her. Right? It's supposed to be Megan. Oh, okay. So, wait, no. Okay, so yeah, so this was supposed to be Megan, because on the left is Jodi, and then it says over here, because so that's in real life. So over here on the right is Megan, and this is Megan in real life. So it's the way the picture is the way they got it here. I don't think they did that right. It should have been switched. She looks like more so like her. But I digress. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into this article because it's lengthy, okay? And we're going to wrap it up here, okay? Two dogs reporters, one tall and waspy, one shorter and Jewish, of the country's most powerful newspaper, struggle to hold to account an extremely powerful, unscrupulous man willing to expend enormous amounts of money and influence to maintain the wall of silence that has protected him for many years. No, I'm not describing all the president's men, but She Said, the dramatization of how New York Times reporters Jodi Kantor, Zoe Kazan, and Megan Twohey, Carrie Mulligan, put together their expose of film mogul Harvey Weinstein's harassment of women, ranging from bullying all the way to sexual assault. Okay, as with Woodward and Bernstein, Kantor and Twohey found themselves symptoms by the reluctance of people to go on the record, and the film details their combination of persistence, persuasion, and pleading that finally broke the the dam. Given that the assertions regarding Weinstein's behavior recounted in She Said have already been vetted by the New York Times, lawyers and giving as sworn evidence in a court of law, they're unlikely to be fiction. What is perhaps more interesting is what the movie chooses to leave out or just touches on glancingly. We read Cantor and Tuhey's book of the same name and consulted reporting from Ronan Farrow and others to determine which parts of the movie are straight from real life and which are artistic license. Did Weinstein put the reporters under surveillance? Interesting. And I wonder who they had pay his big old peanut head in here anyway. Let me change up something real quick. Okay. All right. In the movie, Cantor gets the feeling a black van with blackened out windows is following her down a dark street. As she looks back at it, it speeds up to go past her. It is never alluded to again. Okay, hold on, let me make this bigger. I know these eyes. Okay. Goes on to say, in fact, Weinstein used 2 covert surveillance companies to keep tabs on not only Cantor and Tuhey, but also other reporters working on stories about him, as well as on sources who were talking to the reporters, all with a view to pressuring them to keep quiet. One was Kroll, an established corporate intelligence service. Ooh, y'all, ain't this the same person we heard about in R. Kelly? I could be wrong. The other was the more edgy Black Cube staffed with former Mossad and other Israeli intelligence agents. Although the film never explains who was in the black van or if it was indeed following Cantor, in reality, Weinstein had used Kroll for years to compile psychological profiles on many individuals he perceived as problematic, according to Ronan Farrow's reporting in The New Yorker. As far back as the mid-2000s, Weinstein had hired the film to gather dirt on the late David Carr, who was doing a story about him for New York Magazine. Okay, so we're gonna skip on past this. Okay, so these are the actors in regards to it. Okay, so this is the executive editor, which was Dean Banquet, and they had this Fairly Chocolate Man play him, and I do remember him. I do know him as an actor. You probably remember him too. He was in the trailer Upright, but this is him. Okay. Weinstein, let's see, did it? Okay, didn't say anything else. Just says Weinstein also used his connections with tabloid journalists to get information on his accusers. Dylan Howard, who was the chief content officer of the company who publishes the National Enquirer, shared material. The magazine had to help Weinstein attempt to disprove McGowan's allegation of rape. He also had one of his reporters called Elizabeth Valin, or whatever, the producer and ex-wife of director Robert Rodriguez, whom Rodriguez had left while having an affair with McGowan, in the hope of getting her to dish the dirt on McGowan. But Alva Layton, whatever her name is, refused. Okay? So, here's another one. Did Weinstein really say he found Asian and Jewish women unattractive? You got some nerve, but okay. Cantor and Tuhei discovered the key to this story is not the high-profile actresses harassed by Weinstein, but three of the producer's former assistants in the London office: Zelda Perkins, Samantha Morton, Rowena Chu, Angela Yole, and Laura Madden, Jennifer Ely. Shiu currently lives in California, and when Cantor goes to her house in 2015 and finds her husband watering the lawn, she discovers he isn't aware that his wife ever worked in the film business. It is Zelda who gives the reporter their first break when she gives them a copy of the non-disclosure agreement she signed with Miramax. She also tells them that when, as Weinstein's chief assistant, she first hired Rowena, who was then a 21-year-old recent Cambridge University graduate. Weinstein assured her he'd behave himself with the new girl because he, quote, didn't like Jewish or Asian women, end quote. Now, did Laura Madden go on the record right before surgery? Okay. So, I guess, child, no shade, but they try to say all black people look the same. Jody and Megan need a source to confirm their story before it can go to print, but they can't get anyone to go on the record. They called Madden right before their last deadline for the expose, which also happens to be shortly before Laura is due to get reconstructive surgery during a, what is it? Y'all know me in word. Hysterectomy or mastectomy. In her hospital gown, she gives them permission to use her interview in the story. Okay. Fun fact. Okay. Yeah, they did good. Okay. Did Lena Dunham really reach out to try to help? In a brief scene in the movie, Cantor and Tuhei learned that Lena Dunham and her producing partner, Jeannie Connor, wants to help. In real life, in search of women in showbiz who might be potential corroborators, the reporters were put in touch with Dunham. As the reporters described it in their book, they were wary at first because Dunham did not seem like someone who would keep things confidential. They came to learn that Dunham and Connor, like so many in the business, had heard stories of Weinstein predatory behavior and wanted to expose him in their online Lenny letter, but didn't have the resources to handle such an investigation. Did Weinstein really try to talk to Cantor Jew to Jew? Late in the movie, Cantor tells Tuhei that a member of Weinstein's team had approached her in the attempt to dissuade her from running with the story, asking to talk to her, quote, Jew to Jew. Ooh. In an early scene, Cantor attempts to win over one of Weinstein's representatives by bonding over their own shared backgrounds. This ninja, and you don't even like Jews. You lying bastard. Anyways, you guys, so that's the information in regards to Harvey Weinstein from the update in regards to his trial. Them hearing from 44 witnesses to the prosecution taking arrest, and when we come back from after the holidays, hearing from the defense, okay, after 4 weeks, okay, as well as hearing from him in the jail cell in regards to what he feels as though about the film quote unquote tanking, which I feel as though as long as it's out there, it's never it's never a dull moment, if you will. It's never an issue, if that makes any sense. It's out there in the ether. Just like with my documentary, it's not big. Everybody and mama don't know about it. However, it's out there, right? So as long as it's out there, like I said, I'm gonna look for it. Okay. So we hear about that, and we hear about the true depiction that it's a lot of authentic information in this video. And if I'm not mistaken, we're going to hear a lot of authentic audio when it comes to these accusers and the Harvey Weinstein and onslaught that I'm excited to hear about. Okay. But that is the video, you guys. Tell me what you think down in the comments below. While you're there, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. And I'm going to see you on the next, gosh, I'm trying to get it out. I'll see you on the next Evidence Over Emotions, Hollywood's leading monster, surviving Harvey Weinstein series. I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, let me see. Y'all gonna see me again before Thanksgiving. Or will you? No, happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Just
I'm telling you right now.
What do we have to do here?
Nothing. I'm gonna take a shower. You sit there and have a drink. Water.
I don't drink.
Have
Can
a
I
glass
stay
of water.
on the bar?
No, you must come here now.
No.
Please.
No, I don't want to.
I'm not doing anything with you.
I
now
know,
you're embarrassing me.
I'm sorry, I
No,
cannot.
come in
No,
here.
yesterday was a kind of aggressive for
I
me.
know-
I need to know a person to
I
be
won't
touched.
do a thing.
I don't want
Do a thing, please. I swear I won't. Just sit with me. Don't embarrass me in the hotel. I'm here all the time.
I
Sit
know,
with me.
but
I
I don't
promise.
want to.
Please sit there. Please. 1 minute.
No,
I
I
ask
can't.
you. Go to the bathroom.
Please, I don't want to do something I don't want
Go
to.
to the bathroom. Come here. Listen to me.
I want to go downstairs.
I'm not going to do anything. You'll never see me again after this. Okay? That's it. If you embarrass me in this hotel,
I'm not
I'll stay.
embarrassing you. It's just that I don't feel comfortable.
I mean, don't have a fight with me in the
It's not
hall.
nice.
Please, I'm not going to do anything. I swear, my children. Please come in. On everything. I'm a famous guy.
I'm feeling very uncomfortable right
Please
now.
come in now. And 1 minute. And if you want to leave, when the guy comes with my
Why
jacket, you can
yesterday
go.
you touched my breast?
Oh, please, I'm sorry. Just come on. I'm used to that.
But
Come on.
are you used
Please.
to that?
Yes, come in. Because
No, but I'm not used to
I
that.
won't do it again. Come on. Sit here. Sit here for a minute, please.
No, I don't want
If
to.
you do this now, you will embarrass me. No. Fine. Never call me again. Okay? I'm sorry. I promise you I won't do anything.
I know, but yesterday was too
The
much
guy is
for me.
coming. I will never do another thing to you. 5 minutes. Don't ruin your friendship with me for 5 minutes.
I know, but it's kind of like, it's too much for me. I can't.
Please, you're making a big scene here.
No,
Please.
but I want to leave.
Okay. Goodbye. Thank you.
More than 60 women have come forward to accuse Weinstein of sexual harassment, assault, and rape.
By the mid-90s, we were aware of what he was alleged to be doing.